Welcome to Kronos Employee Training 4A, My Timesheet for a Salaried Employee. Training topics for today, we're going to look at responsibilities for your own timesheet, punching rules, and we'll go into the system and look at My Timesheet for a Salaried Employee. Responsibilities for your own timesheet. What are an employee's own responsibilities? Review your own time card weekly, and I would say at least once per week. Some employees look at them every day. I would suggest no less than twice per week. Ensure all of your punches are present. Please note this is the employee's own responsibility, not your manager's responsibility to make sure that you've punched in and out. Please enter change requests if issues are present. So if you go and look at your time card and you notice that a punch is missing, please complete a change request to correct those issues. And we will review that in our very next video, Kronos Training 5A, Change Request for a Salaried Employee. What are managers' responsibilities? So managers are responsible to approve time cards by 1 p.m. every payroll Monday. So this includes resolving all missed punches, approving or denying all requests. So those would include time off requests, change requests. So if you go into your timesheet on that once or twice per week basis and you notice that there are issues, please complete those change requests as timely as possible. Please do not wait until the middle of the day Monday in order to submit those, because that may affect your own time card being paid appropriately. And getting into our next topic, those time card discrepancies. So missing punches or change requests not entered on a timely basis may result in a delay in payment until the following pay period. So we do want to ensure that everyone's paid appropriately for the hours that they do work. However, there are deadlines. There's payroll deadlines in order for payroll processing. There's also direct deposit deadlines that we have to meet for the banks. So we want to make sure that all of that information is in the system as timely as possible, and that's why we have that 1 p.m. deadline every other Monday. So, and that's why I encourage employees on a regular basis, please log in, look at your timesheets once or twice per week during the pay period that we're in. Every week, is your time card correct? And if they're not, use those change requests. So what are punching rules? Requirements for salaried employees: 1 punch per each day worked. So you only need to punch once. It's a punch in with no corresponding punch out. This punch can be at any time while you're at work. It's basically an attendance punch. It just says you are present. If you're unable to punch, please create a change request, or if you forgot to punch. And we're going to review that in our next training, Kronos Employee Training 5A, Change Requests for Salaried Employees. So our next training topic, our last one for today, is we're going to look at My Timesheet for a Salaried Employee. So let's go into the system and look at the different features on your timesheet. So I'm going to start from my home page. I just logged in. We land on the home page. I'm going to click on the blue My Home magnifying glass, and we're going to go to My Current Timesheet. It's the quickest and easiest way to get there. So here's My Current Timesheet for this pay period. So we're going to walk around the entire timesheet and take a look at some of its functionality. So in the upper left-hand corner, we'll start there. The 3 bars is the Show Menu button. So again, that's that menu we can click on and takes you to the full path for all the different functionality of Kronos. We're not going to go into that on this video. There's the logo button. So if you click on the LECOM Institute for Successful Aging, remember that will take you back to our homepage. Below that, on the upper left, is the timesheet dates. So this timesheet is for 9/21/20 through 10/4/20. If I click the back button, it will take me to previous timesheets. If I click the forward button, it will take me to future timesheets. And it actually gives us a note as well. It says, this is your current timesheet. There, below that, there's a button for clock in. So I can actually, while I'm looking at my timesheet, if I notice that I hadn't clocked in for today, I could do that. There's also a button for change cost center. And we'll talk about those in future videos, not something to go into today. So now we're going to go to the upper right-hand corner, and you can see there's the navigation bar in blue. Now, not all employees will have the same access as I do, so you may not have all of these buttons. The one most important one is really change requests. So all employees have this change request button. It's somewhere in the middle of the navigation bar. That's probably the most commonly used button by any employee. So as we go on, we can see that in the timesheet itself, the date, and it lists the day and date. So the first day of this pay period, Monday the 21st. Next is the labor level. So this would be the position, the path to the position that you're in. This can be altered, and we'll go over that in a future video of how and why an employee would do that. But for the time being, we're going to leave labor levels alone. So time off is the next category. So this would be things like vacation or sick time. So you can see I had a approved time off for Friday the 25th, and it's entered in this column here under vacation. Now please note, if you submit a time off request and it's not yet approved, it will not populate on your timesheet. Time off will not populate until it's been approved. The next column again shows the date. So you can see, and this is the in date. There is no corresponding out date because, again, salaried employees are only required to punch once per day. So this date matches that of the column on the left. From and to times, so there are none. And this is because, again, salaried employees are only mandated to complete that attendance punch. So you can see under raw total, for today, the 22nd, that I have 8 hours. So each day of the pay period is broken out into 8-hour sections. You can see that I had forgot to punch on the 21st. So we'll go over that in our next video. We'll do a change request and add that punch in, or put in a request to add that punch in. And then next you can see calculated total. So at the moment, my only actual punch is for today, the 22nd, for this pay period. And the last column is schedule. So the schedule is something that we're not currently using. We may use in the future, but at the moment we are not. So if I scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see my timesheet total. I have 16 hours approved for this, or on my timesheet for this pay period, awaiting approval. So those 16 hours come from punching in today, 8 hours, and my approved time off for Friday the 25th. So once I add my change request, and once that's approved, that would be an additional 8 hours, and then you can, as we go through, we would work towards a salaried employee earning up to 80 hours and a full salary for a pay period. So that is my timesheet for a salaried employee. Very good overview of requirements, punching rules, and what your timesheet looks like. Please be on the lookout for future videos, and I will follow up soon. Thank you.